Sure, we could blame leakers and say just stop leaking stuff, but at the same time, we could also blame Nintendo for a lot of the reasons that stuff happens in the first place. It sucks, as much as it's not Nintendo's fault, it still is Nintendo's fault. Nintendo waits until the very last second to give us information on stuff.
It would be nice of Nintendo to tease their heavy hitters before they get leaked or rumored. I agree these leaks tend to sabotage the surprises. Perhaps dropping the news early might alleviate the pressure from the community. Nintendo could have announced the next 3D Mario by now, but they chose not to. Nintendo deserves a lot of criticism, but in this case, official announcements should be promises. I don't mind games being teased for the current year or next year. What I do mind is games being announced too early just for the sake of generating hype. Examples of canceled projects that were victims of this strategy include the Overwatch 2 PvE mode, Transformers Reactivate, that Wonder Woman game, that EA Black Panther game, and perhaps the Blade game, since Xbox is considering canceling it. I assume Nintendo only announces their heavy hitters once they've successfully built them and are ready to make promises, especially since video game development is not as simple as it seems. Besides, leakers may catch up to them anyway, even if Nintendo decides to announce things early. In most cases, things are leaked when they are about to be announced. Pokemon Gen 10's title got leaked, and I suppose it was the Pokemon Company's choice to announce it way ahead of time. So no matter how much companies try to prevent it, leaks are inevitable nowadays. Is it Nintendo's fault for sticking to their plans? No, they are one of the few major publishers acting responsibly by refusing to choose speculative marketing over promises. Even if a game is guaranteed to release, I believe it's fair to promise consumers when to expect a game, rather than leaving us hanging. They've learned their lesson from Metroid Prime 4. They've reshaped their strategy. Now Nin10doland says Nintendo should give reasons why people should invest in the Switch 2, but bah humbug, the Switch 2 is already successful, and they know the success will increase when the heavy hitters come. It feels like Nin10doland equates no massive trending success or momentum decline as just straight up failing. And right now, it seems that Nintendo is in a position where they are not pressured to announce games like they were back in the Wii U days. Sure, Nin10doland will bring up the buts and what ifs and say something like, what if the trailer for a big game gets leaked? That's Nintendo's fault for not revealing them sooner. Even if visual leaks like that happen, sure, they won't be happy. But leak or no leak, the only damage Nintendo leaks have done is sabotage surprises. I don't think leaks like that will get in the way of Nintendo succeeding or change their strategy. Nin10doland claims he wouldn't mind waiting years for games as long as he gets early teasers, yet complains when Nintendo holds reveals until games are ready. This contradiction proves his takes are less about sound business logic and more about feeding his own needs as a fan and content creator. So he uses sales and leaks as justification to judge Nintendo's strategy. However, prioritizing short-term hype over the realities of modern game development ignores why Nintendo's patient approach works in the first place. If Nintendo chooses to only announce their heavy hitters once they are ready to make promises, then I can respect that choice. I see where Nin10doland is coming from. Nintendo Directs have been underwhelming lately, and the Switch 2's lineup so far isn't exciting, but he's getting overly fixated about it, even though Nintendo's heavy hitters are guaranteed to arrive eventually. Now, if you still agree with Nin10doland and still think that Nintendo should announce its games earlier, then that's fine. You're completely welcome to disagree with me. All I ask is to not be oversensitive and salty over video game opinions you disagree with, and that definitely includes Nin10doland.
I didn't. It's just so strange. People don't like to feel like they're not validated. You know what I mean? They want to feel like they are correct. Like, hey, I'm not the only one that really liked the show. Other people need to like the show too. And that's the problem. They try to force their own thoughts and their own opinions and their own likes and dislikes on everyone else. And that should not be the case. We are each our own person. We should be able to like and dislike what we want. I have my own channel that I should be able to express.
Meanwhile,
I don't know why everything has to be like, it's okay, just be patient. Nintendo is a good company. We just have to be good and patient and wait for them to give us the goods. Like, it's okay to demand there should be a little bit more for your brand new $450 console to look forward to. We shouldn't always have to say, you don't need a Nintendo Direct right now. Be patient. Or you should keep your hopes extremely low for this next general Nintendo Direct and expect nothing because you won't be disappointed if you just expect nothing. I hate that.